It's a real beautiful chipper day outside. And I woke up and was like, oh, it's a lovely day. So I'm just going to go ahead and read Berserk this morning and get my day started off real well. It's Romania Black, and I got Zodd here with me because I have a feeling it's going to be needed because we're on volume 21 of Berserk. This is the halfway point, and the halfway point of Miura's story. I don't know if it's the halfway point of the entire story. Miura has told Mori how he wants it to end. So what that entails, how long that entails, who knows? But as far as what Miura has created, this is the halfway point, and I'm letting Whiteboard-kun take a break for right now because Whiteboard-kun kind of pulled in overtime last week. But who knows? We may have to bring him out. I may have to get up and go get him if we need to, but this feels like such an epic arc. It feels like a definitive moment in the series, right? I feel like if you go with the 1-act structure or the 4-act structure of Japanese literature, then your Golden Age arc ends Act 1, like with the eclipse and everything going forward with that, with Griffith becoming Femto, with all the Band of the Hawk dying, like all of that seems like you met these characters, some bad shit happened, it left Guts in like a pit of despair, it left Casca in a pit of despair, and then we've moved on since then. And now it feels like the next leg up the ladder where we found Casca's been freed from her prison, literally, not figuratively, and the baby, I don't know what Miura's plans are with this baby. I don't know. I'm a bit terrified because I was like, if you told me at the start of this arc that Guts and Casca's demon baby was going to end up saving Casca from being killed by the demons, I would have been like, okay, that makes sense. That all ties together. Understood. Great. If you had told me that the demon baby was going to get burnt to a crisp and then eaten by a man changed into an apostle behelit shaped tick spider, I would not have believed you. I would have been like, no, that sounds dumb. But somehow it works. Somehow you're just like, yes, of course. Of course. Does that make sense, Zodd? Of course. I also hate that I have to grip him by the neck. But his poor neck is not supported the best. He's a plush. What can we do? But I'm just like, what do you think, Zodd? Sorry. Moomin has gone to all the trouble of creating this beautiful plush, and I'm just sitting there like turkey neck grabbing it. But yeah, I did not anticipate the apostle eating the baby. Why should we be surprised at this point? I don't know what to make of this. I don't like where any of this is headed. The only characters I feel remotely okay with are Luca, because it seems like if the Skull Knight takes a liking to you, you're gonna be safe. Because Rickert, the Skull Knight took a liking to Rickert, and he's okay, knock on wood. Guts, unfortunately, is always okay. He has to just deal with everything that happens to him, but the Skull Knight seems to take a liking to him. And then Luca, last volume, the Skull Knight took a liking to her and was like, okay, you seem chill. So I feel like she's going to be okay. I don't know about Jerome. I hope that Jerome's okay. If Erica and Rickert and Luca and Jerome are like the only happy couples that Miura gives us, and that's in exchange for all the bullshit that Guts and Casca has to go through, I guess I'll take it. But I'd like for Guts and Casca to have a happy ending, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So I'm super nervous about this volume. I've been nervous about this volume, and I will tell you why. Because, again, this is why spoilers are a thing, and this is why what people say in the comments has a big impact on people, and I don't forget. I usually remember things. I have an elephant memory, knock on wood. I usually remember things really well, especially minute, stupid details. My memory is like, I'll remember the stupidest, most irrelevant thing, and it'll stick with my brain, and I can't forget it. And so way back when I was finishing up the anime and about to start the manga, somebody in the comments, I can't remember who, because I've been trying to block it from my mind, but I can't. They were like, I quit reading around volume 21, and I was like, They're like, it just got too heavy for me. And that's all I remember them saying. But in my mind, I was like, around volume 21. Okay. And now we're at volume 21 and I'm like, oh, we're at that point. So I'm like, somebody's at least stopped reading at this point. So I'm like, I don't want to be that person, but I don't know what to expect. So that's been weighing on my mind. I'm not going to lie. Since I started this manga, I'm like, well, if I get to volume 21, we'll see where we're at. And around volumes 13 through 17, I was like, it gets worse than this. and here we are at volume 21, which last week was not bad. Last week was a great volume. I liked volume 20 a lot. Volume 20 has been one of my favorite volumes. I really, really liked volume 20. It's been one of my favorites. It's bonkers and bizarre and makes turns that you're like, what the fudge? But the whole story of the behelit apostle, like that whole deal, like I have loved that. Like that has been really, really good. But I don't know about this volume. I don't have very many comments going into this. I do have a note from Moomin. Moomin did comment that we have seen some pseudo-apostles before. Zoltara? Yeah, Zoltaka. Whatever their name was. They were connected with the slug count. And Zoltraka, and they were a pseudo-apostle, which that makes sense now looking back. Also, talking about Guts and their faith or religious beliefs. Guts is not religious. That part is very clear. He makes fun of Farnies and all of the people that are falling into these religious groups. He makes fun of them and thinks that they're stupid. He definitely knows about supernatural beings. My thing in the discussion a few volumes ago was, does Guts really believe they are gods or just supernatural beings? Because he makes the comment being like, well, angels or demons, what's the difference? And there's not really a difference. It's all a matter of perspective, at least according to this story and according to Guts. So for him, I feel like with Guts, he just thinks that the godhand and the apostles, they're just supernatural beings that just happen to be really, really strong and are sometimes stronger than humans. Does that make them gods? I don't think Guts believes that. I just think he notes that they're just really strong entities, but he's not tied to any particular religion. He's almost fighting against it, honestly, in the story. But he's not religious. The funny thing is, neither really is Griffith or Femto. The whole conversation in chapter 83 about and I feel like I get kind of why now Miura didn't want that chapter to be there, because it seems kind of on the nose that in Miura's mind in this story, there is no higher power deity. It's like you are the higher power deity. The heart god is you. That conversation in chapter 83 is Femto talking and seeing his inner desires, seeing himself. And it's Miura kind of putting out there that you are strong enough to be this entity. You don't need a higher power to tell you that. It's you. It's been you all along. And you dictate whether or not you have the ultimate power or whether you succumb and fall due to weakness. So in that regard, Griffith and Guts are kind of similar. It's just they don't know each other's perspectives. So I think that's fascinating. I can kind of see why Miura was maybe like, I don't really want that chapter to air now, because is that too on the nose? Is that going to get down the road too close? Or is Miura going to change his mind down the road and kind of backtrack? And then he's like, oh, I don't want that chapter there, because then it's going to make me look like I'm retconning. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. It'll be interesting to see how that goes later on. But I think Guts is definitely fighting against religion. That's like his whole MO in this story, because all of these zealots are like trying to kill him. And he's like, why? Raincloud was very kind. I know a lot of people keep giving me hell about how I pronounce Farnies. Y'all just gonna have to deal. Farnese is no. Sorry. You all will just have to bear with me. My western ass tongue, I'm like foghorn leghorn. I don't know how to pronounce Farnies any other way. I'm just going to go have some sushi hibachi buffet after this. I tried, but I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I failed you. If your viewing of my reactions are hinging upon the fact of if I can pronounce Farnies or not, I have disappointed you, and I'm sorry. But I'm not going to pronounce it any other way. I like somebody's comment was like, no, I say Farnies that way too. Everyone else is wrong, including the country of Italy. I was like, yeah, no, I know. If I ever go to Italy, I will definitely feel the wrath of all the Farneseth that are angry at me. But Raincloud was very kind and explained that Joachim, which I've been pronouncing Joachim, is actually a Hebrew name. So it's Joachim. I don't know if we'll see Joachim anymore, but that is good to know. Thank you for politely telling me how to pronounce that. There's ways to comment and you can be polite, but damn, some people are just like, what a bitch, she don't know how to pronounce Farnese. And I'm like, well, you are helping your cause, sir, or madame. And then finally, the wolf and doggo. So I've had a lot of requests to react to fan animatics, especially of the Rosine and Jill arcs. I've Wolf and Doggo talked about how Studio Eclipse, which seems like a personal project for adapting Berserk, they're doing a new version of Berserk that's just animating the Black Swordsman arc, that's supposed to come out in 2025, which is exciting. I think that's pretty cool. I like the idea that they're trying to animate like what came before. It would be really hard to do, but here's my thing. I really love the 1997 anime. I think it's really, really good. I think it's near perfect. People may bitch about the animation, but I love it. I think it's timeless. I think it's definitely it's a product of its time, but it's timeless at the same time, which is weird to say, but I really, really like it. And I don't think I could watch a redo of it and think it's better. I just don't think I could. I think I'd be kind of purist and be like, no, the 97 one is exactly as it needs to be. It cuts what needs to be cut and it leaves in what needs to be left in. It adapts it really well without the parts that it does cut. I'm like, I get why they cut it, but I don't know. I mean, the only thing I would ever recommend adding would be the Skull Knight and Rickards parts, but that's literally it. I guess you could do that. But my thing is, I'm glad they're adapting the Black Swordsman arc because that part has not been that I've seen properly animated. So cool. I know there's the movies and which is the Memorial Edition. And then there's the 2016 version everyone says is terribly animated, even though I've heard people say it's a good adaptation. But I don't know. My whole thing with remakes and reboots is there needs to be a reason. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't think there's anything wrong with the 97 anime. I don't think it warrants being redone. The rest of the story, sure. Yeah, let's animate that. Let's see Jill and Rosine's arc. Let's see the Black Swordsman. Let's see all of this animated. That would be amazing. If you want to do sequels to Berserk where you animate this stuff, yes, please. But I just don't see the need to redo 24 episodes or 25 episodes when it's pretty good already. But who knows? Maybe they could redo the animation and it'd be amazing. Maybe. Who knows? But my point is that they were asking me to react to the trailer. And look, I do love y'all. But I have gotten a lot of requests for reacting to different pieces of animation, different things that are related to Berserk. It's a lot. And I don't want to open the floodgates of saying, oh, I'll react to your video, and then 20,000 other people send me a video too, because then I have to react to all of them. It's one of those things where if you do it for one person, you got to do it for everybody. So here's what I'm going to do. We're halfway through the manga. Y'all keep your notepads, keep your bookmarks saved, keep your watch later lists active on YouTube, and just keep track of what you want me to react to. And then we'll either through a live stream or I'll ask for requests and I'll do my own video reacting to different media. We'll do something and we'll take care of it then. But right now, I don't want to get bogged down in reacting to alternate Berserk content rather than just the Berserk content. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I think that's really cool. I'm really excited about that. I think it'd be neat to see, a high quality animation of Guts and Puck and all of them. That'd be awesome. So I'm excited to see that. Just not right now. So I apologize, but I want to get through the manga first and worry about those reactions, not reacting to the side stuff. So that's where we're at. But yeah, I've talked for 15 minutes. That seems long enough. I'm terrified. I'm just stalling because I'm terrified of what's to come. So, but we got to rip off the Band-Aid, don't we? We got to rip off the Band-Aid. It's just got to happen and I'm just going to have to deal with it. I woke up this morning and chose violence. So why? But all right, fine. We're just gonna see what fresh fun awaits. This is the last volume of this deluxe edition, and it feels hefty. It feels like it's a lot longer than normal. I don't know what that's about, but it just feels bigger than usual. This volume just feels bigger than usual. I don't know what to make of that, but so we're gonna find out. We're gonna start Berserk Volume 21. We're gonna do that here in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, no big deal. No big deal. Just this behelit crying, cracking open like an egg. That behelit crying, cracking open like an egg. Does that mean that the demon baby is going to like be reborn and come out as this apostle? But is it going to be kind of like the Skull Knight and fight for good? I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. I have no freaking clue. My mind, I have like all of the it's like staring into the void and there's all the possibilities hitting you at once. And I'm like, I don't know what this could be. It would seem like either the baby's going to be reborn and be an apostle, however that works, or someone there is going to, like Farnese or somebody is going to use the behelit. I don't know, but some shit's about to go down. Some shit's about to go down, and I'm not here for it. Okay. All right. Well, we're about to burn Casca is what basically is about to happen, which leaping fish. Is that like fish in a stream? What does that amount to? Oh, what we got here? Those ignorant slobs. I do know. Somebody was talking about Isidro being annoying. I was worried about him at the start of this introduction of his arc here. I was really worried Isidro was going to be annoying because sometimes when you introduce kid characters are a gamble. It either is Star Wars The Phantom Menace or it's Isidro here, where I don't find Isidro annoying at all. I feel like because kids are not tainted by society yet, a lot of times kids are like, they're innocent chaos, but they're also very honest and they tell things like they are. Their hatred and bigotry is a learned behavior. So I feel like Isidro making commentary, being like, what they're doing is no different from the heretics, is, yes, it's basically Miura using Isidro as a platform to show off the hypocrisy that's present in the system in this story, but it's doing so with a kid because you can't be like, well, that kid's biased based on such and such. It's like, no, the kid's innocent and honest, and he's pointing out what is there in front of us, and you can't really say he's too biased. So I think that's a very smart decision. I like Isidro, and I like his character's funny, and Puck and Isidro give us the levity that we desperately need in this story for sure. What do? Throwing stones won't help us much here. Still, I'm impressed we all survived. Yeah, me too, Puck. Nobody's really died yet. Don't speak too soon. Why are you jinxing it? Oh, and Jerome trying to help Nina. Okay, filthy. Oh, he calls her filthy heretic. Oh, he's saying that because they're in front of Farnese and Serpico. Oh, look at Jerome. Look at Jerome being good Corcus. Look at him. Look at him. I think that's really nice because Moomin was talking about a lot of how Moomin had this conversation about how a lot of people hate Nina. And I'm like, but she also was comparing that some people like, and again, I don't want to talk about Wild because we've spoken enough about he who shall not be praised. But I do find it interesting if you can support and understand Wild, but you can't Nina. I'm like, really? Are we sure? Because yeah, at least Nina, at least in her storyline with her character, she's flawed and very, very much like she is a hypocrite. She is flawed. She is damaged. But there's also a humanity that Miura gives her where she has these layers and there's not intentional malice behind her. She's just a coward and is terrified and afraid of death. And that motivates her a lot in what she does. And a lot of what she does ends up being not necessarily enacted by her, but by those around her. Whereas Wild's a whole different story. I commented on Moomin back on the Patreon comments. You can go see it there. But I like that Jerome is helping her. Like, he recognizes that she's human and he's being a good knight. Look at him. Look at him. Meanwhile, Farnese is having an existential crisis and Serpico's like, you okay, girl? We all right in all this? Meanwhile, I never thought I'd end up together with them. What does he say there? Where'd that hanger-on come crawling from? Oh, what? Hanger-on? Interesting. I don't think they figured me out yet. I've got to smooth this over. I like that Jerome's like, we got to get out of here. I don't need to be around these two. They're kind of crazy. Oh, Isidro. Oh, no. Get over here and give me a hand. I like that Jerome's like, shut up, you little shit. Let me get over there. I love that Jerome's like, oh crap, he's gonna blow my cover. Jerome's trying to be so smooth and it's just not working for him. Oh my god. And I like that Serpico and Farnese really are not too concerned about them. They're more concerned with Casca and what's going on down below than they are with Nina, by all means. Yeah, I think it is by no stretch of the imagination showing how similar the so-called religious people are to the demons. Again, Miura's hit it on the nose pretty hard at this point that there is no real difference in the story between angels and demons. It's just decisions people make, right? Now, is Casca going to snap out of this stupor and go back to being her old self, or go back to at least being coherent? She seems to see the comparison between these people and the demons. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes, exactly. I wish she could talk. I wish we could understand what she's thinking and what she's saying. She clearly sees the difference. I don't know why they had to make her nude there. There was no reason for that. But I don't understand, I guess, bearing her soul and showing what she's actually thinking. Yeah, I hate that she's just oohing and ahhing. I'm like, I want you to say words, girl. Tell us what you're thinking. Speak English. All right. Yeah, let the fire purify. And I just love that at this point, everyone has accepted that Father Mozgus, he looks like this monstrosity, and they're just like an angel. Oh my God. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, Guts. Guts trying to fight through. Oh my gosh. Guts trying to fight through all of the monsters to get to her as the flames are igniting. Oh my gosh. Miura, why are you making this so tense? Why? Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. I'm like genuinely worried. Oh my God. And I mean the symbolism, the brand on her heart, the her looking up to the sky, the image of Griffith as this religious symbol. The idea that she once worshipped Griffith and now Guts is fighting to get to her. The concept of her worshipping Griffith, but Griffith having abandoned her and not caring about her. I have a feeling Miura has something against religion. Maybe. Because it seems like he's suggesting that, she worshipped Griffith and he completely abandoned her and completely led her down this path while there's a man right in front of her in flesh and blood fighting for his life to get to her and save her. I mean, it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. The artwork is incredible. What do we do? Oh! It doesn't mean that it will be. Oh my God. He's like, when you drop as much as I do, you kind of get used to it. Oh my God, that's such a great callback. The idea of Isidro basically bungee jumping the last, when they were up on the mountain. And here he's doing it here. Oh my God. Wow. I also love the idea of every action Guts has taken that has been an action of relative kindness is kind of having a karma like Retribution, where he didn't kill Isidro, he didn't shoo him away, he let him come along, and now he's helping to save Casca. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay. I want to turn the page so badly. Oh. Oh my gosh. Now, oh my God. And everybody's just watching as he grabs her. It will be exactly the same. Wow. Okay. And the ends of her dress are on fire. Wow. Oh my God. Look at all the hands grabbing, reaching for her. That's so eerie. That's such an eerie piece of art. Oh my God. Oh no, thou shalt not. Oh God. Mosgus's face is terrifying. And Isidra's like, let's go. Let's run away. Oh, I love that animation of getting down, of them just like dropping. That was a great animation. That was a great illustration. That was really well done. You shall not escape. Oh, what is this on top of the tower? What is this? What is this? Everybody's looking at it, so it has to be of relative importance. Oh my God. Guts. Goto's like, I just like fixed that sword. And you're already just covering it in demon blood. Oh my God, Miura. Just like, just how all the ink. I can't imagine Miura drawing this and just I can imagine his hands just being black from ink of everything just pouring on him. Oh my God. Maybe you aren't. Oh my God, what is this? Oh shit, the baby bell. Oh my God, and it's crawling around with the baby inside. Nope. Maybe you aren't a shadow on the water. Oh, wow. Meaning you're not a constant. You're not already. Oh, I love it. Yes. Oh, that shot, that frame of Guts and Casca, like looking at the same direction towards each other. And then Guts flying down to get Father Mosgus. Okay, so leaping fish makes sense of them plucking her out of the fire. I love this concept. I don't know what they're doing with the baby. Don't know what we're doing with the baby incubator. Don't know what we're doing with that. But the concept of the Skull Knight realizing that Guts, he's like, you know, he talked previously about the causality loop and about that some things, it's like the moon on the water. You can't change it. You can't affect it. It's there and it's always going to be there and it's always just going to be, and you have to just accept it. But I love this concept that Guts and Casca, they are not shadows on the water. They are not something that is fixed. They are capable of transcending that causality loop and being able to get out of the loop of fate, if you will. I love that. And I also love that his cape being on fire. Oh, like a damn phoenix is what it looks like. I love it. I love it. So birth ceremony chapter, is all of this leading up to the birth of their child that he's going to finish incubating in this womb and he's going to burst forth as this apostle? Is that what's going to happen? Is that what we're getting at? Is that what we're getting at? Bestial Priest, Part 1. Well, I'm assuming that's talking about Mosgus. A fish that breaches the water's surface. Oh, leaping fish. Again, yes, that makes much more sense. Oh, okay. Okay. A fish that breaches the water's surface. I love it. I love it. Yes. He breaks the realm of causality. Void be damned. Oh, it's some black thing. Father Mosgus. And my dogs go crazy. All right. So Guts versus Mosgus. Are we right? Wow. He looks like the Thing there from the Fantastic Four. He looks like the Thing. Oh, I just love... I'm definitely with this crowd of people looking on from below. Like we have Isidro near Casca. I love that. And then we have Farnes and Serpico, and we have Jerome and Nina. We don't know where Luca is at the moment. But the crowd of people shouting for Father Mosgus, being like, the angel was struck down. Ah, well, shit. Come on now. A black demon defeated the angel. Well, Guts would appear that way, but we all know appearances aren't everything. What they remind me of, this crowd of people, is I feel like Isayama with Attack on Titan drew a lot of influence, especially towards the end of the manga, and that's all I'll say, in drawing these crowds of people like they are, because they all have like different expressions, but they're all looking in the same direction. There seems to be a lot of influence there, which is interesting. This angels and demons conversation, I don't think Miura could get more on the nose if he was like smacking it in the face. Oh, but look at that art. I can't say it's. Oh, is it glowing? Is it glowing and he can see? Oh, well, shit, guts. Crap. He's like, well, I just saw my demon baby inside this walking behelit. That would be enough to make me go, wait, what? Yeah, Guts, we're with you. We are with you. We don't know what to make of it either. But I don't like the idea that Guts has saw this and now he could possibly be distracted when he's supposed to be fighting Mosgus. I don't like that concept. But also that shot of Guts right there with the sword is really, really good. I feel like he's going to be like, what is happening? Oh. What is he seeing there in his... Oh, he saw that guy coming down. One of them to grab Casca. Oh my gosh, and his hand there. I love that perspective of him. Oh no, and it's starting to crumble. Shit. Well, no. Oh, Isidro. Thank you, Isidro. That's right. You think I'll let you get her snatched again and again? I stole her. You think it's okay for angels to snatch booty from thieves? Y'all, you don't have to say it that way. What? The monkey is the criminal. Let the elf and the girl go. Here comes the other one. Why? Oh my god. Was he saying fuck? Mosgus? Shit. At this point, if I was Guts, I would be like, what is even happening? What is even going on? Yeah, what the indeed? Get away! Oh! Oh, Jerome! Jerome's helping to save him! Look at him! Yes, that's right, Jerome! That's right! I love this idea of Guts getting all of this help from people around him. Because Guts, up until this point, has thought that he's had to battle alone. And he's had a good reason to think that because, you know, from the past, people that have helped him have ended up being hurt. But this is kind of like the first time, knock on wood, that people are helping him and it's being effective. And it's like, yeah, Guts, you don't have to face this alone. You can have people help you. Even if it's a small number, it's still better than nothing. Oh, good job, Jerome. Way to go. What are we doing? Oh my god, he really is becoming the thing. What? He definitely does not look like an angel at this point. He's like, no way to talk my way out of this now. Fool who fears not the Lord, swift as heaven's vengeance. Oh my god, yeah, he doesn't even, he looks like the thing. He's got fire under him, fire and brimstone. All right, I see what you're doing, Mira. In the name of the moon, I shall punish thee. No. Mosgus is the farthest from Sailor Moon, but in the name of heaven, I shall deliver punishment unto thee. I love how Mira has transformed his design. It's still very clearly Mosgus, but it's also transformed and it's creepy. Oh my god. His appearance, his wings have become fists. He means to fight the demon for us. Please save us, Lord Angel. I like how these people are like, wow, he looks totally demonic too now, but he's fighting the demon, so keep it up, man. And Farney says, no, it's bestial. Yes, thank you. Glad you're catching up, girl. Glad you in here. No matter how much of that wicked power you wield, it is useless. Behold! These scriptures shielded me from your sword of impurity. This is the source of my faith that's been burned through. As long as I take these scriptures to myself, you shall not succeed in harming my body with your detestable power. I like that it's also been burned through. That seems like a interesting symbolism in itself. Oh my god. Oh, but he looks like a behelit. Oh no. It went clean through. It degenerated from a bird to a lizard. Isidro being all smart here, talking about evolutionary things, going back from turkeys to dinosaurs, doing all that, you know. The freak's just super sturdy, that's all. He looks more fit in this way than as an angel. Yeah, I like that Isidro says that. He's like, he's just really sturdy, and this is more of his true form. Twins, make haste and seize that witch. Those other heretics shall die by the saw. And while you're at it, like the Puck says, I demand a retrial. Now, just a minute. I ain't no heretic. The fact that you're alive in this place must mean that my 4 disciples have been called to heaven. And Guts is like, I guess you could say that. They're not going to heaven. They're going to a swirling vortex of hell, but sure, keep going that. He looks like a behelit when he cries like that. I wonder if that's Father Mosgus's way of becoming an actual, is he going to become the actual apostle? I don't know. I'll tear you to pieces as tribute to their memory. The fact that he looks like the crying behelit is saying something. I do like, though, that even though he looks like a lizard and they look like scales, they're feathers all over him. I would love to sit with Miura and see his monster design process and like how he designs monsters. I think that would be freaking cool. But yeah, so Guts is like, just another day in the life of Guts. Oh my gosh. A tough bastard, as powerful as an apostle. If I'm not careful, he'll be tougher than one. Yeah, I think that's really interesting. And the fact that he's a pseudo-apostle and he's this strong, which, I think that Miura is making a commentary with this, that a lot of people, their faith, whether it is correct or proven, misplaced, can be very powerful. And when people use faith as a justification, it is like a suit of armor. It is a way for them to justify their beliefs and to justify their actions. And that can be very dangerous. It can be stronger than an actual monster. Is that it's almost like Miura is saying that you have monsters, which are the apostles, but then with Father Mosgus, the fact that he's so convicted and the fact that he places so much value in this belief that may or may not be proven correct at this point shows that he can be even more dangerous as someone that's an actual monster because he doesn't believe he's a monster. It's that tried and true trope of people that don't think they're doing anything wrong while doing something incredibly wrong are dangerous. And that's terrifying. That's a good commentary for Miura to make. Come hither, great strength. Come hither, superpower. Superpower! Oh my god. And they have like the saws. Like they're gonna behead them. Oh my god. I like Nina is like clutching there onto Casca. Yes, look away. Oh my gosh. Oh no! And all the wings turning in. Damn, Guts is like, I can't get a second to breathe here. Oh my gosh, these chapters are flying. Okay, Bestial Priest, Part 2. Oh, back to Azon. It's no use, Vice Commander. We can't hold out any longer. I say, stand your ground. We knights draw the sword for those who cannot. This battle itself exemplifies a knight's truest ambition. What do we do if not uphold the justice at the moment, son? The flames holding back the monsters are dying out. Dear God, I say. I want Azon to have a Foghorn Leghorn accent if they ever adapt this into animation. Give him a damn Foghorn Leghorn accent, you cowards. Oh my God. Oh, meanwhile, back to our Shownin manga Western comic. God, Thousand Fist Cannon. What? I feel like this is Miura making fun of the Shownin battle tropes and the battle arcs and like showing these characters like with these attack names, because Berserk doesn't really have that. It doesn't really fall into that category at all. So the fact that you have this monster with this like God Thousand Fist Cannon, which is such a ridiculous name, I feel like Miura's making fun at this moment, being like, so we've become a Shownin battle manga for the moment, so enjoy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is this where Kubo drew inspiration for Ichigo and Orihime from Guts and Casca? We'll have to just think about that later. Oh my God. I will say this. As much as I don't like the route that Miura has taken with Casca's character, and I've spoken enough about it, I do admit I do like the Guts in all black, Casca in all white. I'm a sucker for a black and white compare and contrast trope. So especially when people are paired together, I'm a sucker for it. So I'm all right with that. God breath. I'm like, the worst part about him is his nomenclature for his abilities. Oh, what are these two? Why are they having like a freak out moment? Oh, oh no. Oh, he burnt them instead. You. Quit pushing your god on me. Oh my god. Well, oh my god. I'll shut that mouth of yours so you never preach another stupid sermon. You're too hard on the outside. Man, well, if Miura was not being on the nose about Guts' beliefs at this point, I feel like him telling him to quit preaching to him is we get it. we got it loud and clear, Miura. Oh my god. What about on the inside? Yeah, oh my gosh. Here. Is it getting in his mouth? Is that going to be... It almost seems like Father Moscus grabbed it, so what do we do about that? At ish rate. Oh. You'll never be able to smash armor god blessed with me wish. Oh, okay. It's like it won't budge. And all I have is chance now to break the sword in 2 pieces. I really like how Miura wrote that to where if you say it like it is, it does sound like the asterisk rate. It does sound like that. That's so good. Good job, translators. Good job. Good job. Oh, shoot. Oh, but the eye. Crap. There goes an eye. We haven't lost an eyeball yet. I feel like we're 3 chapters in and we haven't lost an eyeball. Miura's like, my quota is not getting met. So here we go. Oh, they don't have time to notice us. Quit complaining. Guts is taking care of that lizard priest. So all I have to do is deal with the other 2. I like that he has a rock. Like Isidro's like, that's all it's going to take. It's a rock to deal with those guys with the bandsaws. You just got told off by a kid, dude. I like the Puck's like, damn, Jerome. Come on. And who got me into this in the first place? Oh, no, Nina. If I stay here any longer with these people, I'll be killed. That's right. I'm not needed here. I can't do anything. I'll just be in the way, even if I'm gone. Nina, come on now. I'm sorry, Elaine. Oh, girl. The heretic hunters. I like that Serpico in this moment is like, hey, this looks like it's going to shit in a handbasket. I think we should leave. I think we should get out of here. I've never agreed with Serpico more. I think you should get out of here. I think you should hit the road and run. There's nothing you don't really want Casca at this point. She's already been saved from the fire. There's nothing you can do. You might as well leave. I'm all for this. Oh, but she can't get to him because the way is blocked. Oh, Nina, damn it. I mean, Nina had the classic moment of the damn pheasant from Bambi that's like, oh, let's run. No, don't. I'll fly. No, don't fly. And then she flies away and gets shot by the hunters. Oh, is Nina gonna die? Oh, crap. Oh no, is she gonna fall instead? Oh, okay. Well, hey. That was Luca's plan all along. See, Luca wanted that to happen. She just thought that her fall would get broken by that, and she'd just break a bone or 2. See, it works for Nina. Good. Yeah. Huh. Damn. I do feel a little bit for Nina, if I'm honest. Is she okay? I can't tell from the side. All we can do is pray. Oh my god. And Puck's like, I can sense her presence. Like, dude, after everything that's just happened, that's what you say, Jerome? Cut that out, this damn flapping around. If they'd stop moving for a second. Seriously, you can leave that to me. Why did Isidro, when he made that face, suddenly turn into Foss? Why did that happen? Why does he look like Foss in that moment? And Jerome kind of looks like Guts in that moment. What is happening? He's like, I'm not doing it now. I love that Puck's like, fine, you don't want my help? I had a perfectly good explanation, but I'm not going to do it now. And he's like, wait, at this point, we're going to take all the help we can get. He's like, at this point. Puck's such a bitch. I love him. I am Puck. Or I'm sorry. What are you going to do? Just watch, little monkey. I'll show you who the true champion of the sky is. He really went up there. Oh, I like that Casca's like, hold on, wait, don't come back. Oh. Burn, my Cosmo. Puck Spark! He really did it. Wow. Puck, like, he just put on Manfred Mann and the Man Band and did Blinded by the Light, and it actually worked. Direct hits. And damn, wow, no, Isidro's like a good shot. Damn. And they both are like, are they being somewhat effective without us? Who's the real protagonist of this story? Who is it? Oh. Oh, damn. Well, there goes that. That's it. They were too dangerous to be left in one piece. I could say the same for you, kid. What does he say there? I'm even more dangerous than him. Oh, Puck. The twins, what have you done? You abominable people not fear God? You mean to oppose my holy duties to the bitter end? If you want to light a fire for God so bad, why not use your own head as tribute? I won't let you touch that woman ever again. Oh. And Casca looks right at him. And that's like the most clairvoyant she has seemed this entire time. Show, series, this is my problem. Like, this is such a good moment for Guts to be like protecting her and wanting to help her. And Jerome's just like, oh, he's with her. Okay. But I'm like, we're only on volume 21. You expect me in Berserk to think this is going to have a happy ending despite this moment when we're only halfway through the series? You expect me to believe that, Mira? I know you too well at this point. That is really, really sweet, though. I'm glad he wants to protect her. I mean, it's a nice sentiment. Ha! Ha! Meanwhile, I love we have this beautiful moment going on, and then we turn back and Azon's like, actually, this shit's really bad. We're really bad. And last volume, we got like images of the godhand coming through, so I don't know what to think about this. I don't like where this is headed. None of this seems great. Nope. Oh. Those who cling, those who struggle. Oh my God. Like, it's just all of these, like, just corpses made from, like, monsters made from corpses. Oh my God. Terrifying. Terrifying. And they're just, like, eating people and getting bigger and bigger as it goes. Meanwhile, oh my gosh. Father Mosgus, save us. And Father Mosgus don't give a shit about any of these people. He does not care one bit. He's too busy fighting Guts. I like that he's just slowly become this giant, scaly, like, looks almost like a pill bug. Like, which maybe that's the point of him looking like a bug at the end. Maybe. Oh, that's so insane. And Guts is like, I just want to protect Casca and get out of here. Can y'all leave? Oh, crap. The God Thousand Fist Cannon. We're just keeping it going. He's like, I can't dodge everything, and my attacks aren't affecting him. There's not a chance to load a shot. Where's his weak spot? Oh, that's the problem, right? That's the problem. Ugh, damn it. You know, Farnese, Serpico, I know there's nothing you can do at this point, but I can't help but notice, at least Isidro and Jerome and Puck are there protecting Casca, which is kind of like the main MO, but you two are just standing there. If y'all could decide to either leave or do something, that would be amazing. It's like being beat with stones. Oh, the feathers and scales, literally like the thing becoming stones. So it's like you're becoming stoned, like people who were, stoned because of their heretic status. The voices of supplication. Guts is like, I ain't got time for a vocab test. Their desires. Oh shit. One heart. As one heart salvation. They are waiting the time of God's victory. Oh, this is bad. I don't like this at all. Do you mean you care not that tens of thousands of believers will lose their lives in exchange for one witch? Wow! So that's kind of on the nose with sacrificing for one person. That is directly correlating Femto, aka Griffith, sacrificing all of those people in the Band of the Hawk for himself, and Guts is willing to sacrifice all these people for Casca. I mean, there's a definite difference there because Femto was doing it for himself and was being selfish. Guts is doing it for someone he loves. So there's a major difference there, but the similarities in this moment are not lost on me. And Farney's being like, it's kind of romantic. Oh, quit sounding so high and mighty. Like you've never been cruel to people. I love Puck and Isidro. How's Bernard going to save those ignorant saps? You got any proof? He might not be. I'm going to make myself comfy. Completely wrong. There's definitely more malice swirling around the tower than ever is normal. But it's unbelievable for it to materialize in such a shape and scale in this world. Which I guess must mean the ones with the brand, if the ones with the brand are gone, those monsters will vanish too. I mean, Puck has come to this conclusion that is not wrong necessarily. I wouldn't say that out loud, Puck, because then everybody's going to try to kill Casca and Guts. Kill her! Oh, shut up with you! Why don't you sit on this and spin? Huh? I love these just flipping everybody off. Oh. Don't make me laugh. All they do... I like this. Cedar has the drool dripping. All they do is pray. Ugh. Every last one of them. When the fire's under their own ass, all any of them do is bow down. Tens of thousands of people shouldn't cling to just one woman. Prayer is faith in and of itself. Prayer and devotion of all to God. That is the essence of faith. Arrogant man who knoweth not prayer, repent. Oh my God. Ew, what is this business? I mean, Guts is not wrong. They should get off their ass and run away rather than stand there and die just hoping that her one death is going to save them. Like, I don't think it would at this point. I think that those demons would still go after them. What the hell is coming out of him? What? Ugh. Oh, Guts. Shit. A miracle shall never visit an unbeliever like you. Search your soul as your body burns in the flame of purification. Ew, what is this business? Oh, his heart is like, oh, inside his heart is like, oh, they're little tiny, like, oh my God, they're like little tiny bombs. Oh, he put the bombs in there. Instead of waiting for some mighty miracle, I tend to jump right into action. That form of yours couldn't stop every slash. So he slashed him. Okay. Your faith might be your armor, but it's where you're most vulnerable. Oh my God. Oh, okay. So Guts intended to put all the little bombs in there. Okay. I thought that was Mosgus like having some kind of extra attack, but it is not. Oh my God. Oh. It's working. Oh, don't speak too soon, Guts. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah! Ew. Oh, and the feathers. If you see God, tell him this. Leave me the hell alone! Oh my God! I mean... Go Guts for saying it, being like, look, I ain't got time for this shit. Leave me alone. Ah! Oh my God. Tidal Wave of Darkness, Part 1. Well, it's not good. I'm wondering if the tidal wave is all of the demons that have formed into the bodies there. I come now into your presence. Oh my God. But I bring your enemy with me. Oh my God. With the last of my life's flames, shall evil be consumed. I like the Serpico's like, so we're not doing anything, are we? I love that Serpico's like, could we do something or leave and Farney's won't go. So it's like, what we doing? I'll pass. It might be your time to meet the God you love so much, but it ain't mine. Fly your own ass to heaven. Oh my gosh. Guts, that shot. Him kneeling like that. Damn. Damn. Oh. Wow. See, and here's the other thing too that I really like about Miura's artwork is you have shots like with the demons and the tidal waves of the demons formed by corpses. And then you have shots of like guts and action, and there's just ink all over the place, and it's very like high speed, and there's motion, and it's very like dirty and looks like it would just be like the messiest thing to draw. But then you have a shot like this where it's all very clean and the ink is placed in precise points, and it's just so effortlessly done. I'm like, what'd you do? Wow. Oh my God. And then him landing on the people. It's like, hey, move out the way if you don't want to be crushed by this giant pseudo apostle. And I do like that Farnese shows that she's kind of concerned about the people down below. Like, oh my God, these people could get crushed by this, but they didn't move. They gonna move? Oh, wow. The angel died. Well, what we gonna do about this? I mean, we're not even through this volume, so there's still stuff with that demon baby to happen, but Father Mozga seems to have been destroyed. Oh my God! Oh my God! What? Ah! No time for that! Oh shit! Amira, that is terrifying! That is horrifying! Oh my God, that artwork. That is incredible, but so scary. Oh my gosh. Oh, ew. Oh my gosh. And they're all just being made out of the corpses and then eating more and more people. Oh, the lighting, everything. The lighting, the horror. Mira. Mm-mm. And then like their selfishness as they're trying to push each other out of the way. Oh my God. And then like, oh, that is so scary. Like it started out with the faint line work and everything, just showing people like the monochromatic kind of scale. And then you saw like the light source being harder on them. And then here it's like just black and white. That is so freaky. That is so scary. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think this was caused by just Casca. I hate to tell you all this. Oh. Oh my gosh. Well, now what's Casca's? Well, Casca's freaking out because the demons are close. Are you okay? Oh, why did she shoo him away? He knows that she feels bad and why she feels bad and why she's scared. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Oh, I just want, can we just stop it right here? Can we stop the volume right here where Guts is hugging Casca and they're okay together? Can we just stop it right here? Is that okay? Can we do that? Yeah, we're just fine. This is it. Guts hugged Casca and then they ran away and that was the end of the volume. And everything was happy. We saw Luca again. No big deal. But instead, we have this mother trucking the godhand. Again, Femto is not there. I swear, if that demon baby becomes Femto, Mira, I don't know what the fuck you have planned with this demon baby. But if it becomes Femto, because right now we see Conrad, we see Void, we see Slan, we see the other one. There's clearly Femto is not present. Mira, don't, you just gave us this beautiful moment. You're going to mess it up, ain't you? Oh my gosh. This is just insanity. Just horror art to the max. If you're somebody that likes horror art, then this is probably your jam. Look at this shit. This is like, Mira's just like, oh, no big deal. I'm just going to show off how great I am at drawing anatomy. just going to show it off to you. Hope you're cool with it. I mean, it's just like, it's art piece after art piece. Each of these double spreads is like, should be in a museum. It's gorgeous. I just want to go back to that shot of Guts hugging Casca. Can we just have that for 20 pages and just call it good? Oh, no. Oh. They will all be digested. The ones who drove me away. The ones who bound me. They all will dissolve. It will vanish. Everything of my world, including myself. Can you hear it, misshapen child? The roaring lullaby of death. Oh my God, no. No, I thought we already made Femto. Femto already exists. Why are we getting him 2.0? What? Because now it's looking less like a demon and more like... So all these people dying, it's basically just like the demons killing the Band of the Hawk, and it all went to nourishing Femto's creation and Griffith and Femto, and now all of this death and everything is going towards nurturing and giving it to the baby. What the fudge, Miura? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. Yeah, take refuge in the tower. Nope, can't go that way. Oh my God, this is like Eclipse 2.0. We've got no choice but to withdraw as well. I say, all knights guard the people's retreat. It's preferable to this. Oh my God. My stomach is like twisting. Oh, why is the gate? No, close the gate. No, wait. There's still women and children. What have they done? What have they done? Not again. Not again. Has he seen something like this before? Oh my God. My stomach is sick. I don't like where this is headed with this baby. No, 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 no. Oh, is it broken? Yeah. Well, at least Nina's okay. And she's got her broom. Oh. Oh my God. No, they're going to trample her. Ah, shit. She means she lived this long just for this to happen? No, 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 no. Oh, there we go. Luca. Yeah. Hey, Luca. I love her. Yes. Okay. She's like, I had the same plan you did, but then a giant skull knight came and saved me. Somebody called him like Skull Hippity Daddy, and I'm like, I'm fine with this nomenclature. I'm fine with this nickname. Oh my God. Oh. Oh God, and the door's breaking. I can't run. Okay, climb in this barrel. Just do as I say. I'm going to figure something out. Don't come out. I can't be alone. I say I won't be without you, and I won't. What are you, a baby? She says two can't fit in a barrel. Besides, if I get in, who will put the cover on? And you fear getting priority over my safety. So your fear gets priority over my safety? You really are a devout coward. Don't worry. Even when a ship is wrecked by a storm, the barrels just flow along. I love Luca. She's like, stop it. Like, get yourself together, girl. Pull yourself together. If you're a coward, you might as well show me the spirit of a coward. Stay still, hold your breath, and keep absolutely quiet. Show me what it means to be really scared. Someone like you might unexpectedly be the most stubborn survivor. It's not lost on me that Nina's eyes in that moment as she's getting put in the lid look like the behelit sort of in this moment, kind of like signifying that maybe there's fate, that she is going to be the survivor. And I like that Luca just kind of calls out being like, usually the cowards are the ones that live, so you're fine. Luca! Oh my God, girl. Freaking love Luca. Oh, I love it. Meanwhile, oh my God, what do we do? I wonder if it's time for farewells. Look, fire. Oh, the gooey stuff avoids fire. It's light, yeah. It's angel. That's more useful dead than alive. That's angel-like. Whoever doesn't want to die, pick him up. Oh, Serpico. Even though I detest fire. Because his mom died in it, right? Okay. All right. We're just going to get our torches and go for it. Hey, pal. I love that Jerome's like, hey, pal. I couldn't help but watch you save our asses this entire time, but now I'm going to talk to you even though we don't know each other. Maybe we should leave this exposed place for the tower, too. That's like jumping into the feed box. Make no mistake, that's where most of that stuff's going. Seeking shelter is meaningless against something that can bust through a castle gate. How can he behave like this? Besides, it'll be dawn soon. When the set hits that's hit by the rising sun, it should either disappear or its power will weaken. Light won't get inside the tower. In this hopelessness, this is the first place sun will hit, where no one can do anything but cling to something. How can he speak of surviving? How can his voice sound so reassuring to my ears? We're gonna survive. I love that. I love the idea of Guts. I love the idea of Guts being this source, that he's been through all of this mess. And he's like, no, we're going to survive just by the strength of our humanity and our will and determination. We're going to live. I freaking love it. And I love that Farnese is getting to this point. And I love that not only that, but that despite how she's like beaten him and been horrible to him, he still is just like, whatever, let's go. That speaks so much to Guts' character. I felt like I'm wandering the night, but I had forgotten that this is a world upon which the sun does rise. For that alone, I'm better off than I was. We'll clear a way through. I love that Guts looks over and sees, oh, I love Puck's defending Casca with his little seed pod. Oh! Yep. Okay. I like that. But yeah, the idea that the sun does rise, that no matter how dark things will get, there eventually will be light on the other side. Like, no matter how, I feel like I'm glad Miura's telling us this now. I feel like Miura's like, hey, no matter what shit I'm about to put you through, no matter what horrible things are about to happen, don't worry. The sun's going to shine through on the other side. Maybe, probably, right? I wish you could feel how stressed I am about this stupid baby and what's about to happen that I think is going to happen. I swear, resonance. If that baby becomes Femto, if Griffith, like, as a duplicate of him or some shit, oh my God, that shot. I also like that Guts can't just have a regular torch. He can't just have a matchstick. He has a freaking pole that's as big as his sword. And Guts is just, you'd think he'd be overcompensating, but I don't think he is. It's like, Also, if the idea that he's using, like, the pole that was used for burning that was supposed to represent Griffith as the torch as well, then we throw that on there too. Oh my God. Okay. No matter how much we burn, there's no end to it. It's one after the other. Oh, come on. I'm in this garbage heap. Today's trash burning day. We'll just turn all this pain and anguish into pitiful ash and dioxins with hellish hellfire. Eat flame bursts, exploding fire chestnut. Oh my God. Wood? Whoop. Whoop, don't you whoop me, you punk ass. Love it. I feel like at times the dialogue between Isidro and Puck does date itself a little bit, but that's fine. Are you trying to get us all killed for a joke? What are these things? The malice of those who've died of plague or torture in this place. It's absorbing the feelings of people it swallowed and steadily expanding. It's full of their bitterness and desire for salvation. Well, if everyone who died bitter turned into this crap, the world would be covered in it like a spittoon by now. Why is this place the only place where it's happening? Well, he's right. This kind of thing shouldn't be existing. It mustn't exist. It's the same as that time being in a nightmare. Yeah, I like that Puck's like doesn't want to say because he doesn't want Guts and Casca to be a target again, but oh my gosh. Oh. If you want to die, try making yourself a little useful. I like the Serpico's like, I'm glad I'm doing nothing right now, but he stands without retreating in the midst of this overwhelming nightmare. The one and only thing that is certain. I honestly wonder if one of the reasons that Miura has made Casca kind of mute at this point is maybe because, and I'm not saying I agree with it, but maybe because a lot of the things that Farnese is thinking and saying out here in her monologues are things that Casca would be saying about Guts. So maybe one of the reasons Miura made her mute was so that Farnese could have this dialogue and have character development on her end. I'm not saying I like it, but I could see why that's happening. I could see the wheels turning in Miura's head as a writer of why he would do that. So that's interesting. Okay. And he's like, don't pray! Pray keeps you doing from anything else. What's that thing in your hands? I love that Guts is like, now's not the time. There's a time and place for everything, but it is not right now. Yep. I feel for Serpico a little bit in this, right? I like that Nina's in the barrel, like, running around. Good for her to be okay during all of this. I would have thrown up by now in that barrel, but what can you do? I do feel a little bit for Serpico because I feel like he's like, oh, damn, what am I doing here? I feel like Serpico has nothing to do. And we've seen that he's very capable and agile and a good swordsman, but it feels like he has literally nothing to do in this arc. So I feel for him. Also, the idea, it's not lost on me that Nina and the baby inside of the Behelit Apostle are both like in the same boat at this point. Just like, let me out of here. I might end up dying, but this is warm. The more scared I feel, the more I feel alive. I'll try to, Luca. I'm scared, but it means I want to live. But yeah, she looks exactly like the baby inside the Behelit right now. Yeah, it's like you have to be scared sometimes to know that you want to be alive. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Damn. This is just madness. Oh my God. All of this is just insanity. All of like the labyrinth of the catacombs. This is just wild. This is bonkers. This is how long it took Miura to draw this. I do not know, but it clearly took a while. It clearly took time. It clearly took effort. Oh shit. Look at that. Oh my God. Well, I love how Puck's eyes are huge there and poor Casca's like clutching at her chest. Oh my God. The tower is falling. What do we do? Oh. And Guts trying to comfort her. It's overflowing with monsters. Oh shit. Oh my God. Well, there's surprisingly some eyeballs. We've not seen a whole lot of those this volume because there's been too much else happening. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Oh my God. Oh, why can't Guts and Casca get away? Oh my God, and there they be! There's them bitches just standing there. Why are there only... Okay, you can see the four of them. Oh, oh my God, why? All the souls here are crying out in desire for one thing. The living, the dead. I feel it. Now all in my entire world is of one thought. It desires the same thing as I. Everything crying out desires me. No, the world I bring forth. Oh my God. Nope. Everything will be fulfilled by one voice. Well, yeah, they're all like just screaming for salvation or someone to save them. So what does this amount to? Because like, is the apostle, is the suit, is because he's an apostle. He had the behelit. No, because yeah, he had the behelit. So did he become a pseudo apostle? And then he's absorbed all these. Because he ate the baby. The baby absorbed all the voice, is absorbing all of the deaths as well, and becoming more and more human looking, even though it's clearly a demon. So is the baby going to get absorbed into this pseudo apostle, and he's going to become this part of the godhand? Where's Femto? I thought there could only be 5 parts. Femto didn't die. We never saw that. But then, or is like the baby going to burst forth from it and be like this angel? I don't know. If I could see the baby, because the baby is only one to protect its parents from the moment that it was conceived and the moment it became a demon. It's one to protect its parents. So if it was given this power from the behelit, could it become like the Skull Knight and protect its parents? But that seems too convenient and seems too OP. That seems like it would be too much. Mira, what are we doing? Oh, they're extolling. They're crying out. It's this. It resonates with those voices. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, ew. I don't like the behelit just smirking. Betchy! Keep Betchy with them. Don't let Betchy be used. Oh, my God. Oh. I mean, you could associate that with God, with the higher power, I suppose. Oh, no. I don't like where this is headed. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Now, Mira. Why is this kid looking like Griffith? Why is this looking, what, but just, what, but, Femto already exists. Griffith already exists. The baby can't become him. What? This thing wasn't Femto. What? What? Oh my God, what? Yeah, Griffith, where are you at? When the high sky falls at the holy ground, where the blind sheep gather and erect a pillar of fire, it will come. Yeah, we've gotten to that part. Yes. Get down. Oh my God. Oh, and they're all like, well, hell, what happened over there? But days broke. And we have this sun. Yeah, and that's all destroyed there. It will come, but what? So nothing happened? Did the baby change everything? Did the baby make it to where it didn't come? Where was Femto all along? What the fudge? What? Not a single person survived. Oh, does that mean Azon died too? No, not Azon. The tower and the monsters were gone in a night. Oh. Yeah, see, that's maybe this is what we were wanting. What? Oh. Huh. Ha! Nina lived. This all seems too good to be true. What? Where was? What? Puffy hair girl, you're all right. Oh, look for Luca. Oh, I like Jerome's like, what? Oh, she's in the well. She's like, I'm freezing my ass off here. Good on you, Luca. All right. Oh, I'm sorry to worry, Jerome. Oh. Jerome's like, hey, Nina, get off her. She's my girlfriend. Oh. It's proof that it's being worth being alive. Wow. Okay. Oh, well, shit. Is that the rest of... Oh no! Oh, is Psylocke and them gonna just come in after all this has gone down? Are you freaking kidding me? Really? Really? Oh my god, they are! We just got done. We haven't even settled this arc yet. What? What? How? What? Okay, and Guts protecting Casca. Oh, here we go. That's the same Krishna Sena. Black-garbed warrior. Could he be the one? I don't know. But just as the oracle proclaimed, something has happened in this pagan land. Though it's hard to believe suddenly. And they all certainly survived in the midst of that monstrosity. The one we seek is likely among them. Seize all of them! I care not if they suffer some injuries. There's especially no need to go easy on the man with the large sword. Don't presume you can capture him without suffering casualties. He's like, woman and the kids, stay here. Oh, I like these, like, Jerome, get over here and help me. Serpico, help me. Oh my gosh. This is why I said this is no time for leisurely witch hunting. Serpico's like, well, shit. When they die, I guess they die when you stab them, which is better than the monsters. Oh, now Serpico's like, I didn't know how to deal with those monsters, so I wasn't even going to try, but you all I know how to deal with, so we're going to be fine here. Oh my gosh. That prick was just faking it. I can't stand him. So Serpico was just knocking him out. Okay. All right. Oh my God, Isidro. In this situation, there's no one more reassuring to fight than beside you. No kidding! I'd say we're outdone here. They're a troublesome enemy from which to protect the kid and the women. But what I'm even more anxious about is the party's strength. They've been straining all night against monsters. They're not used to fighting. They must be at their limits. Oh, well, crap. Again... Look, Mira, I am super glad you've written some really dynamic, very layered, well-written women, but could you make them be able to defend themselves for, I don't know, maybe a hot second? Like, there's 4 women just standing here doing jack shit. You couldn't have that. And then, of course, it's like Guts and Serpico, we gotta protect the women. I'm like, Miura, can you not have them defend themselves and not get captured like Princess Peach every 5 seconds? I don't know, maybe for 1 volume. That's been my one constant. I was holding back thinking that maybe I'll wait till the end of the volume to say something because I didn't know what was gonna happen, but as a female reader, this whole, like, I've got to protect the ladies, I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's cool and all, but you're supposed to have these badass female characters, but they can't defend themselves, and they're just standing out in the middle of the open. Come on. Éowyn from Lord of the Rings could do it. Could you not? So, it's very eye-roll worthy, and I'm like, come on now, Mira. Oh, cool. All right. What is this? Azon! Oh, thank God. I'm so glad that he's alive. I say, what are you doing on our holy ground? What tenacity. I'm so glad Azon, he looks like a freaking Ninja Turtle. He came all out Raphael on this. All right. He's like, the details can wait. Exposition later. Let's get down with this now. Oh, I love that little smile from Guts, though. Yes, please. Okay. What is happening? Oh! Oh! It's everybody's favorite unicorn. Oh my God, it's Zodd. It's Unicorn Zodd. They just show up. Does that mean Skull Knight's not far behind? Hello, Deus Ex Machina. How you do? How you be? I've never been so happy to see frickin' Zodd. Bada. Evil beast. Nothing can surprise me now. Yeah, I'm with Casca. What the fudge? And one of his horns is gone. You'd think he could grow that back. The fact that he can regenerate other parts of him. You think he'd grow that back. Hey, tally-ho! Hi, Skull Knight! Yeah. Well, they're like a damn BL ship. They're like a damn BL ship. You know, if one's going to be there, the other one's going to be right behind him. What is happening? What are you pointing to? Why are you being so cryptic, Skull Knight? The arrival. What? 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 Hi. How you doing? But what? I thought this was Guts and Casca's kid. I thought Griffith already became Femto. What is this bullshit? What is this? It's pretty, but what is this? I thought, what? I mean, that's beautiful. That's really pretty art. That's great. You got old Griffith there looking like that, but I thought this was their kid. Why did they become Femto? Where is Femto? Why'd they become Griffith? What? Mira, this don't make no damn sense. All who were there forgot to breathe and were enthralled. I thought we just made a point too about there not being gods or whatever. Why are we backtracking? What are we doing? What are we? Yeah, Griffith. Why? Why is there nude Griffith? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Why is Zodd bowing down to him? What? And there's like the little eggshell that's cracked there. Clearly it's cracked from the behelit, but I don't understand. They had sensed intuitively the one they had desired had come. So everybody wants Griffith. We've known that since the beginning, but Griffith is Femto. So why, but this is supposed to be the baby. But this doesn't make any sense. And Casca's reaching out to him. So, Guts, is Guts going to get jealous of his baby that's become Griffith? You shouldn't be jealous. What is happening? What is happening? Capture that man, all of you. Okay. Yeah, you're a warrior and you're going to get them, but... And Zodd's listening to Griffith. That's the baby. What? Yeah, what is happening? I mean, is that supposed to be her baby? Is that supposed to be their baby that looks like Griffith? And that's why she's reaching for it, but is Guts going to think she's reaching for him because it looks like Griffith? What is going on? I don't understand. So are there two Griffiths now? There's the Griffith that was their baby, but does that mean it was Griffith's baby? Did he impregnate Casca and that was actually their kid? And now it's because it looks like Griffith? Is that what it's supposed to mean? Is it supposed to be that it looked like Griffith so that it's not Guts's kid? It's actually Griffith and Casca's kid? And that it's supposed to be like the antithesis of Femto? I mean, if that's the case, I hate that because I wanted it to be Guts and Casca's baby, not a product of rape. That it's... Mira, what are we doing? Okay. Okay, they're like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, and then what? All these people showed up. But what are we going to do about baby Jesus? What are we doing about that? Oh, and then there's all the mammoths. Oh, shit. So is this all silence people? Are they all connected? Are they all... What? Okay. What choice have we got? It's life or death. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, wow. So... Baby Guts and Casca's baby. Are they going to name it? Did they name him Griffith? I don't know. I don't want to call him Griffith because he's not Griffith. He's their baby. Okay, so it's them. It's not. So did Casca and Guts get taken by the group and they're all back there left behind along with Puck and them? Or is Puck with Casca and Griffith? Or Casca and Guts? Who is that? It's something other than human. What now? Oh my god. Oh, tally ho! Guts is like, this is bullshit. I'm getting out of here. Oh my god. They're okay. Okay, and Guts is trying to like work through it. Can one horseman escape that large army? If the horseman's him, I'm sure he'll do whatever it takes to protect Elaine. Don't you die on me. I'm going to collect that debt. Keep your voice down. Oh, so we're just going to like, that's how we're going to like separate from them? Okay, Puck's with Casca and Guts, like holding the reins. Oh, what? We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. I'm going to reposition the camera here. Oh, what? Oh. So it's not many, but some people besides us made it. All those who clung to God taking refuge in the tower died when it collapsed under its weight. What the hell happened here? The non-believers who didn't rely on God, but instead hightailed the refuge out of the refuge slum are the ones that survived. That's not it at all. Trying to go on living is different than trying to escape from fear. Those who acted in order to live until the end without losing themselves to fear and what was happening are the ones who survived. We don't know what God is thinking, and he forces uncontrollable fortune and misfortune upon people. But even so, he leaves them room to work things out themselves. Wow, so at first, that's kind of what I was afraid of in this arc, was that Miura was just basically being like, religion's dumb, don't have any religion at all. And that seems to be what Jerome takes from it at first. But then Luca's like, no, it's not that having religion is bad. It's that when you don't think for yourselves and you don't do what's right, and instead you use your faith as a crutch and rely upon it and use it to hurt others, and then you rely upon it to the point where you can't think for yourselves or get out of a situation, then that's the problem. I like that Luca clarifies that. She's like, look, the point is, yeah, bad things and good things happen to people. And even so, if we're going to believe in God, he gives you room to work things out for yourself and leaves some of the free will to you to determine whether or not you should do this or that. I like that. I like Luca's perspective about it. I think that that's really good. I like that. The chick that died within the egg. He died without ever hatching, without knowing, without ever meeting or knowing anyone. A lonely one like him is sleeping under all that rubble. I thought I would pay him tribute. Any sort of sinner needs at least one person. Oh, I love the concept of one is enough. I've seen it in Heaven Official's Blessing, and I've seen it in here. So the chick that died within the egg, are they talking about, does she think that it's the baby? Does she know about the baby that got eaten by the demon? What? Huh. But if his wish was granted, what's in store for the world? I'm not even a main character. I don't think it makes a difference what I think of it. Oh. What is in store with the world indeed? We're going to talk about that here in a second. Take care, ladies, and the rest. Oh, I like Isidro trying to be so smooth. He's like, you could have one on the house as thanks. And he's like, I'm in the hurry. I'll take a rain check. So is he going after Guts? Is he going after Guts then? Those were some restless people. I guess he's going to follow Guts. Okay. Well, hell, I'm glad that it seems that Luca and Jerome and Nina are going to be okay. Luca can join Erica in the realm of two people that have not been violated in this series that are women. Cool. Oh my God. Oh, as long as that swordsman is with her, there's no worries. He didn't even bat an eye at that monster Mogus. The power to protect someone and the power to be with someone are different. But now I'm being overly maternal. It's a bad habit of mine. No, that's not true. The one who's really strong is Luca. She always has time to worry about people. I could never mimic her. And all this has made me realize my own disgrace and foolishness so much it's sickening. No, I'm actually relieved. Now that I know that, I'll stay at Luca's side, listen to her, and let her protect me. That's the best thing for me, I'm sure. And there is a weird difference here. Because Nina realizing that she doesn't have to be as strong as Luca. It's okay for her not to match Luca. And she knows her own flaws and her own cowardice. And so she's accepted Luca being her protector. But I don't know if that translates to Casca, because Casca's not a coward like Nina. And she's not like Nina. I want Casca to be kind of on the same foothold as Guts, and that doesn't seem to be what Miura is wanting. So I'm gonna have faith in Miura and keep following him with it, but I don't think that we can look at Casca and Guts' relationship the same way as Luca is Nina's. And I don't think Miura's trying to make that comparison. It's just something I'm pointing out. So it seems like Isidro's going after Guts and Casca and seeing that. So there's that business. Oh, it's Joachim. Him. Okay. I wanted to apologize. I was scared of you, and I thought if I didn't betray you, you would all kill me. I can't just say this now, but I thought if we were together, I was still a coward who abandoned you. And she's like, no, he's the same as me. And she's like, wait. She's like, you don't have to leave. She's like, we could be cowards together. Okay, so let's talk about this whole thing with Farnese and Serpico. Are they going to follow him? Or I don't want their arc to be done. There's still so much left to say. Too fragile. The thing I stood for, the thing I had faith in, was it an empty thing? I was hiding myself behind order and awe to escape fear, to escape frantically the darkness of that night from my childhood. I'm amazed that she didn't have more of a twist in her beliefs. I feel like she just watched things happen and was like, I've seen the light now. To frantically escape the darkness from that night of my childhood. And at times it was even an outlet for desire, and my faith was sullied. But all this ostentation, which was supposed to protect me, was brushed away so easily in the face of overwhelming, unfamiliar darkness. I was again, no, perhaps I've always been in the midst of that night. Meanwhile, Serpico and Azon are like, so how'd you guys make it out? He's like, I lost consciousness, but I survived ignobly. My iron club acted as a support to keep me from being crushed. Oh, wow. Okay. The refugees closed the gate, betrayed on the field of battle by those I must protect. To live long enough to have that bitter experience again, what ill luck. The last thing the knights must have felt was resentment. So he's had that experience before. Interesting. He's been in that same situation twice. Okay. Lady Farnese, although it was because of that incident that I have adorned myself as a priest until now. She's going to follow the Black Swordsman. Okay, all right. Okay, good. We have to give a report. I'm renouncing my vocation. Tell that to the Holy See and my father. Well, that is the way of things. You've been most helpful, Vice Commander. Yeah, Serpico's like, I ain't leaving her. Wait a minute, you two. This is desertion. Here's some food for thanks if you'll accept. Thanks. I never escaped from that childhood darkness after all. And ultimately it took shape and appeared before my eyes. Almost as if it were my destiny. I, who continued to live in fear, was brought along with the Black Swordsman. The only one standing in the darkness. Okay. Maybe he is my prophet, my saint. Oh, girl, don't get that confused. He doesn't want you to do that. I was running from a painful reality. But this may be a good opportunity. Someone must bear responsibility. Oh, is he going along with them? They left. Nina's taking forever. I like that all these girls are around Jerome and he's like, hey, I'm only here for her. If I went back now, I don't think I could leave again. I'm going with Joachim. I love you, all of you, but if I stayed with you, I'm sure that someday I would hate you and hate myself. Okay. I feel like in some regards, what that is comparing Nina and Joachim and Luca to Griffith, Guts, and Casca. Like, I would compare Luca kind of to Griffith in a way, in that she's this big shining light that, you know, everybody thinks can do no wrong. And you have these flawed individuals like Guts and Casca to relate to Nina and Joachim, only they're on a much bigger and less powerful scale. So it's the idea of we have to break away from Griffith to go find our own way and to make our own lives. That seems like a pretty decent comparison. A person hurts someone just because they're strong, and they hate someone just because they're weak. I know that well enough, and that's why I'll go with this man who's burdened with the same weakness and sins that I, which is Casca and Guts. Because if I'm with him, I have a good feeling we can both become just a little kinder and stronger, which is literally Casca and Guts. Again, yes. And I want to be someone who can trust others without clinging to them. I want to live, keep on living, and see you again without clinging or fearing once I can smile with you sincerely, with sincerity. Yeah, so that does seem a lot like Casca and Guts, and then them wanting to be stronger, you know, and one day see Griffith again. Oh! That day, starting with the fissure opening on the frontier, the shape of the world began to crumble. So let's look at these covers real quick. This cover, I don't really care for the cover of chapter 19, only because it's too dark. It's just like all reds and blacks. And it's just, it feels like it's too dark for me. I don't know how else to describe it. I just wish it was a little bit lighter or had different color schemes going on. Okay, here we go. I really like the one of Casca there, but we'll talk about this baby. And then chapter 21 has the knight that looks like Griffith, that looks like that. Okay. So I know the people that are reading and watching this, that you have all caught up with Miura's story. I know you're going to sit there and you're going to stare at me and what I have to say and be like, she doesn't even know. And you are correct. I don't. I'm just going through this as we go. But so on the one hand, after thinking about the end of this arc and everything with it, it ended a lot less despairingly than I thought it would. It just kind of ended. It was like, okay. So I feel like I don't want to bring Whiteboard Kun out, but I have like two trains of thoughts. I feel like on the one hand, we haven't seen Femto or Griffith anywhere, but I don't think that the one that showed up is the Femto that we know that's the Griffith from the Golden Age arc, because he didn't die. He's been there the whole time. I don't understand why he didn't show up for this, but I don't think it's the same Femto. No. I have thoughts. On the one hand, thinking back now, it seems like maybe that this demon angel that's been born is Guts and Casca's child. I would like to think that it's their child that has been fully realized into a humanoid adult now. How that works. I would like to think that maybe he looks like Griffith because that's what both of them desire. They both desire to be with the person they care about besides themselves, which is Griffith. And so that desire kind of goes along with the whole White Hawk motif. So it goes along with everybody else desiring salvation. For Guts and Casca, they want to be with their bestie, and that is Guts, who is their salvation. So their child takes the form of the one person that they want. It's not like he looks like Guts and Casca. He looks like the one that they care about, which is Griffith. So I think that there is an interesting twist there that one, Guts and Casca's child that was born out of love also looks like Griffith, which is the person they lost to his own selfishness and became Femto. So there could be this really cool dynamic of their child, who they're going to call Griffith, facing off against the demon Femto that is the corrupted version of their former friend. If that's the case, I'm fine with that. If their baby absorbed all the power of these heretics and the souls of these heretics and became this shining white light that now Zodd's like, hey, how you doing? I'll be controlled by you. That's interesting. That part I'm okay with. I'm like, cool. So he's basically, their child is the representation of the person that they care most about. Okay. And if he's destined to fight, if their child born of love that Griffith, aka Femto, bastardized and tried to like make even more despair out of, is the one thing that can fight Femto and beat him, sure, okay. And then meanwhile, Guts and Casca just got to keep trying to live in the real world while all this is going down. I feel like Skull Knight's okay with this too. He's down with it. He's like, if Griffith, I'm going to call him Griffith right now. If Baby Griffith, I'm going to call him Baby Griff. If Baby Griff ends up being the rival of Femto and the one that can actually defeat him because he is a demon and Guts is not, and Skull Knight's totally on board with this because he's like, oh, you're on my side too. We both hate the Inhumans. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. The two scenarios that I don't like that could come out of this are if the baby was in fact Femto's from raping Casca, and that's why he looks like Griffith, because he's actually Casca and Griffith's baby and he looks like him, and that's it. I'm not on board with that. I don't like that symbolically. I don't like what that represents. I want the baby to be Casca and Guts's, not Griffith's and Casca's. So that part I'd be like, eh. And also, if somehow Griffith was reborn from their baby, Griffith already exists as Femto. So I'm like, that seems stupid. I don't like that at all. Then I'd be like, eh. But I think after reading this whole novel, if in fact Baby Griff is the child of Guts and Casca that has been, it was eaten as a demon baby. It was bastardized by Femto as an act of malice, and he was absorbed by a pseudo apostle that wanted to. I'm gonna have to write this on Whiteboard Coon when we start next volume, I'm sure. And he was consumed by by a pseudo apostle that wanted to restart the world, and he's like the restarting of it. Sure. Okay. My only fear though is that he seems like, if he's this representation of light and love from Guts and Casca and their union, he seems a bit too OP. He seems like if this is Guts and Casca's child, he seems super OP. And I'm like, we're only halfway through the novel, so what's he going to do? I don't know. As far as this volume goes, I'm happy that we get Psylocke back in this and we seem like we're going to be dealing with them next volume. That's interesting. I'm glad with that. I'm really glad that this is not the end of Farney's and Serpico's story, because for a second, I didn't want to speak too soon, but I was getting kind of pissed off. I was like, we don't have resolution with their characters. They stood there the whole volume and did nothing. So, and I like that we have this slight turn with Farnese' character where she's starting to realize some things. That's good. I'm glad this is not the end of her character arc and the end of Serpico's, because I was like, we have so much more we can do with you characters. I don't want you all to be done. Like Luca and Nina and Jerome's arc ending, that's fine. I'm okay with this. I'm glad they made it out alive. I'm glad for them. Awesome. Cool. But, and then I'm glad Isidro is going after Guts and them. Puck is with Casca and Guts. Serpico, Farnese, and Azon are going after him. Nice, great. We're back to our group of 6. Serpico, Farnese, and Azon, and then Guts, Casca, and Isidro, Puck included. I'm glad we're back to our group. Going into the next volume, and we're going to deal with Psylocke. So I'm happy about that. I am curious what Baby Griffith is going to do with, it's not actually Griffith. It has to be their child that has been infused with all these souls and is a representation. It looks like what they want, which is their friend Griffith back. And if their child has to be a representative of that, okay. But if it's actually Griffith, that's going to be dumb as fuck. Like, no, Femto already exists. What are we doing? But if it's their child that just takes on this form that looks like Griffith because that's what they desire, is to have him back. Okay. I want to know if he can talk and if he says something about it. If he says that he's actually Griffith and not their child, Mira, then we're going to have problems. But we'll talk about that when we get to it, I guess. I guess we'll deal with that as we go. So yeah, if it's their child that has just taken on this form because they wanted to reunite with Griffith, and he took on this form and he's like, here, I look like the guy that you guys are besties with. Okay. And he's going to be the one to fight Femto in the end. It's not going to be Guts that's going to be able to fight him. It's his kid. I'm okay with that. I just feel like he's going to have to exit the story for a while because he seems... If we had Guts and Baby Griff and Skull Knight and Zodd and Casca, which Casca can't do much right now, against the godhand, okay. All right. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. I guess I don't know what we're building up to. I do like that cover for volume 21. That's really pretty. But also it looks like a griffin, in a sense, not a hawk, but a griffin. Because it has, I'm now noticing the legs on it. It looks like a griffin is a combination of like a lion and a hawk. And if you treat Casca or Guts like that, then I guess it is like a hybrid. Interesting. Which makes me think it's more like them. It's okay. The only thing I was kind of like a little torn off by was the fact that when Baby Griff shows up, everybody's like, oh my God, they all held their breath like a god. And I'm like, but wasn't the whole point of this that's not a thing and y'all are spellbound now? What? Mira. This volume ended a lot better than I thought it was going to. I'll tell you that. It was very doom and gloom. It almost felt like Whiplash because it was all doom and gloom. And I shouldn't bitch because I didn't want it to end horribly, but it was just like everything was like building, and then nope, everything's okay. It felt like edging. That's what it felt like. It felt like somebody was edging you. You were like, what are we going to do now? And then just stopped. I wonder if the behelit, it wanted to change the world, the behelit pseudo-apostle, but if by consuming Guts and Casca's child, if Guts and Casca's child is a legit angel and a legit force of good, if the behelit apostle didn't realize that that's how it would... If, again, we talk about the leaping fish breaking through the surface of the water, that would also account for Baby Griff. Baby Griff would be in there as well. So they would also be something not bound by causality because it's their baby. Interesting. I'm going to be curious to see what the godhand says about all this, where the frick Finto was this whole time, why he wasn't present during all of this. I don't know. I just don't see, again, and I know I'm flogging a dead horse, but I don't see how that baby could be Griffith, because Griffith already exists, is already one of the godhand. I don't think it can be reborn, that it didn't die. So no, it has to be their kid that just happens to now look like Griffith. Conveniently. That is one thing design-wise that I'm like, if you were going to make their kid look like Griffith, I would have made it a woman. I would have made it a female. I would have made the baby female if I was going to do that. If you were going to have, just to make it somewhat different, because the fact that the baby now looks exactly like Griffith, I'm kind of like, are you going to love the baby because it looks like Griffith now? You thought it was ugly as sin earlier and you didn't want to have anything to do with it. Are you now going to love the baby because it looks like your old homie? I would have made it look a little bit different. I would have made it look similar to Griffith, to where you were like, okay, but to distinguish it from being Griffith. Make it a woman, make it have black hair that looks like Griffith's, only it's black, to be like Guts and Casca. Would have made it a little different, but we'll see where this goes. I'm at least more excited to read volume 22 now. I was very afraid, based on people being like, oh, I'm abandoning this manga at volume 21. I was afraid that I was going to feel the same way and be like, do I want to go on? But this has ended on a, despite Guts and Casca fighting Psylocke and the others, despite all that, it's ended on a much more hopeful note than I was expecting. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm being led into a false sense of security by Miura, because we're only halfway through. We'll just see where that goes. So in any case, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back next week with volume 22 of Berserk. Bye!